Hello everybody and welcome back to Full House Sports here, myself Charlie. Remember, before the video starts, please like, comment and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try and become a one-man sports news bandwagon. Right, forget the 2016 challenge, it is the 2015 challenge in the NFL as we have got a Seahawks-Pats final. Why did they run the ball? We've heard that time and time again. Marshawn Lynch, Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson, that infamous interception. Well, the Seahawks will have a chance to exercise some of their fans and franchises' demons in San Francisco at the Levi Stadium on February 8th. But the championship games are over. I think two very contrasting games. Firstly, the Pats-Broncos game was heavily affected by the weather. That snowstorm, I think, just killed any momentum any team could get. It was a game, actually, where defences were on top. I think for the Broncos fans, I'm going to say it, there'll be a massive case of what if. What if Bo Nix hand broke his ankle? Because Jarrett Stidham, he deserves a lot of credit in terms of he gave it a good go, but it was quite clear, I think, that he was a man probably not good enough for the NFL and certainly not good enough for a championship game. The Broncos defence did all they could. They had Drake May and that offensive line under a huge amount of pressure. They also stopped those receivers from the Pats having any success, really. Booty especially was covered, I thought, especially well. But unfortunately, just couldn't get themselves done. There will probably be an element of Broncos fans as well bemoaning the fact that Sean Payton didn't take that field goal at the end of the second quarter. I can empathise with him for going for it. I understand now with hindsight, you go, well, they should have had the points on the board. But you know what? If they'd have got the touchdown there, then it's a different game. Football, as is sport, is just a massive game of what-ifs. And probably with hindsight, your backup quarterback, everything else, you should have took the field goal. What can you say? Then we had the thriller that was the Seahawks-Rams that went right down to wire. Puka not getting out of bounds in the last minute. I've only watched the highlights on this one, I've got to say, because it was late and I had work, whereas I watched the Pats-Broncos game in full. Massive amount of credit, though, to the Seahawks. Huge amount of credit. Kenneth Walker has stood up in huge amounts. I thought he was top-notch last night. Darnold, again, coming up big, deserves a huge amount of credit for that. And again, they're aside the Seahawks, who I think, my friend's a Seahawks fan, and he said himself, have gone under the radar, I think. I think a lot of people were sort of at the start of the season saying, they'll drop off. And even I think I was, up till this game, saying, well, the Rams, with the stars they've got, the wide receiver duo, the quarterback, they won't win this game. And do you know what? They deserve a huge amount of credit. I'm not just saying it because he's British. I thought some of their defence last night was top class. And their running game, you can't stop it. It's huge. It's a huge part of their game. I think on the Super Bowl night, that will be a key factor for them. I will do a video close to Super Bowl doing my prediction, but I just wanted to react to championship games. For the Rams, I think this has to be written off as a disappointment. I really do, because they would have looked at this and gone that they are, I said it myself on a video previewing the championship games, they are a Super Bowl side with the names they've got, and they just didn't make it count. I think they look poor in the playoffs in general. But that's not to take anything away from a Seahawks side that last year were genuinely terrible. And such is the beauty of the NFL that two of the worst teams from last year have managed to get themselves to the Super Bowl. And we look forward to it. As always, guys, please like, comment and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try and become a one-man sports news bandwagon. I know it's a slightly later video, but with work and everything else and commitments, it's not as easy. So, as always, guys, have a great day.